Alright, sorry, everybody. My stream crashed on my end, so I couldn't see anything was working. It may have been working on your end, but it wasn't on mine. So I've had to reset it. Hopefully it stops doing this. I don't know what is causing it to crash like this, but it's getting on my nerves. Alright, so our next storm that we're watching, that warning was just canceled by Huntsville. Station 58 and all stations, that warning that was in effect has been canceled. We're watching another storm that's developing south of Fife. That's going toward Geraldine. If this one redevelops, it may go severe. We'll watch it, see if it does. But right now, there is no warning on it, but I do see some hail developing in it. That's going to move toward Geraldine, so FYI there. Station 58, be standing by. Alright, so our new storm is going to be south of Fife, going toward Geraldine. That's our next storm that we're going to be watching. Again, hopefully this thing doesn't freeze again. I don't know what on earth is causing it to do that. Goodness gracious. You see what I'm talking about, everybody? Right as I say something. Look at this. Hang on, I'm gonna try to reset. I'll try to reset it without getting the stream cut off again. This is crazy. I think this thing hates me sometimes. Okay, give me just a second. We should be able to get it back up. There we go. Hail in Dawson. What size hail? What is wrong with this thing today? There we go. Alright, so we're looking kind of toward the Fife area, so we can see that new storm developing there. Pea-sized hail? Okay. Expect mild damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations of peril. Okay. Okay, sorry about that. I think we've got everything working again for the moment. So our next little storm that we are watching, we did just have reports of some pea-sized hail with this storm as it's going through Dawson. Gilbert's Crossroads, we've got storms developing there. It's going to be east of Lakeview. Yeah, I think that report might have been mistaken. I think you may be north of Dawson because I'm looking at Dawson. There is nothing there on radar. Nearest hail is going to be northeast of Gilbert's Crossroads. Are you north of Dawson? Just curious. It's hailing in Lakeview, Dawson. What the heck? I don't know. This radar may be slowing down. I got the report out anyway. Station 58, we got a report of some pea-sized hail around the Lakeview, Dawson area. That tells me this radar is being laggy. Just give me just a second. I'm gonna load up another radar. Let's see. Okay, let's see here. Special weather statement just went out. Okay, yeah, this radar is being laggy. This secondary one is. Yep, there we go. It's just now updating. So, special weather statement going out. Got a tree down, power lines. That could be due to the winds, so more than likely it is. as I keep telling everybody, it's extremely important to be able to know the information going on around us, and that's kind of what the whole argument was about with people. Special weather statement, it's 50-mile-an-hour winds, penny-sized hail. Locations will be Crossville, Fife, Geraldine, Grant, Langston, Lakeview, McVille, Hopewell, Guest, and Columbus City. But yeah, those of you over there toward Lakeview, Dawson area, keep an eye on that and let me know if it gets any larger as that new storm develops and moves off to the west. Now, looks like this storm is coming right at my station too, so give me a second. Let me load that Skycam back up because it's coming right at us. And I do have a northeasterly phasing camera. Give me a second to find it. And right there is that storm coming right at our camera at this point. That's gracious. Give me 1 second, everybody. I'm going to mute for just a second. So here comes some wind from that storm. Starting to see it move on in here. Janice, if you know how to set moderators, let me know. Because I definitely need some moderators. I've had some incidents, especially lately. But I keep, telling everybody how important it is for us to know what is going on in our community. And there is certain individuals that don't think we have any right to hear anything in our area. And I find that just complete nonsense. Like, stupidest thing I've ever heard. This camera is actually my camera on my antenna looking to the east. It is a private camera. I could set a few people to watch it, but currently it's looking to the east on my tower cam. Or my antenna, my bad, not tower cam. But yeah, got some gusty winds with it. And really starting to hear those blowing pretty good up there on the camera. So there that little storm is moving our way. Just rain over beside Gilbert, so I appreciate y'all helping me keep that updated. Now this new storm, pretty big of storm. Let me see if I can't. Looks like this new storm, we need to check that out. Now this is a strong storm. It's moving toward the Grove Oak area, Tenbrook, Moore's Crossroads, Chigger Hill, Lakeview. That's a new development, a new line developing there. Potential for some hail and gusty winds with that. Now this thing's approaching Geraldine as well. Some gusty winds, all that good stuff. Pretty much what we're seeing on the camera. We're under a severe thunderstorm watch till 8 o'clock, so we could have these pop up all over. Yeah, Devin, you're right. It just frustrates me to death when certain people start saying we ain't got any right to hear what's going on in our own community when we're trying to warn our community of stuff that's going on. And that's something that just makes me angrier than can be. Is when people tell me, "Oh, y'all don't need to, y'all don't need to know anything going on." Well, if we don't need to know, then why the heck are we doing this? Because we're trying to help people based off of this information. Just some, I don't know. Some people just ain't right. All right, Janice. Engel, I'll get back with you. I definitely would need a moderator. That would be great. So far, nothing's showing up. And you're probably going to hear my camera making some whistling noise in the background there. Let me turn the audio off. That way it doesn't drive everybody crazy. All right, so information right now, special weather statement. Strong thunderstorms could produce some gusty winds and some hail, 50-mile-an-hour winds, penny-sized hail. Give me a second and I'll pull that special weather statement up so you can actually see it. Just realized that I was not on the right radar. Looks like it's going to impact northeastern Marshall, south central Jackson, and southwest DeKalb counties through 2:45 p.m. At 1:59 p.m., Doppler radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm near Fife for 7 miles southwest of Rainsville, moving southwest at 10 miles per hour. Wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour, penny-sized hail. So that's what we're tracking right now. Just some strong stuff. It's not severe yet, but it is just some strong stuff. So if you start seeing quarter-size hail or anything like that, let me know. I've had a big argument with some people, and what is sad is that some of the ones. I got to be careful how I say this. I'm just going to leave it at that and just say I'm glad that everybody don't agree. That's all I'm going to say is I'm glad that everybody don't agree. That's all I'm going to say. I don't want to cause no trouble if I don't have to. Pea-sized hail in Gilbert's Crossroads. Every now and then storms come from the east. They are coming from an odd direction, I admit. And, usually they go west to east. They're going east to west today, so very odd movement. Nothing tornadic with any of this. There's actually not even a threat of, I don't want to say that too loud either, because that's got a way of coming back. As of right now, there is nothing tornadic. But I will just say it like this, and without calling out any names really. There's certain people that don't think the public has any right to know what's going on in our community. That's public safety wise. In other words, when you're listening to a scanner, they don't think people have a right to listen to the scanner. They don't think we have a right at all to hear what's going on. So that's what the big argument was about, really. And I find that absolutely ridiculous. So just leave it at that. It's not worth fighting with these people. Let them think what they want to think. Thankfully, they're not the ones that get to call the shots. But I can relate. I can go back multiple times tracking tornadoes. Being able to hear the public safety, what was going on, was able to help me save many lives, such as during the tornado that went through Henniger, the tornadoes that went through Jackson County. I can go name off multiple events where it's helped me save people's lives. But it's frustrating, though, to think, But I do want everybody to know I'm trying to stand up and.
I think we're going to need the power company. Hopefully that has 911 or you want to. You go ahead, your own thing.
I know who that guy is.
911, will you advise Sand Mountain Electric? We need them down here on that tree on the power line. It is on the power line.
All right, so we got a tree on the power lines. So we do have some damage, some wind damage, some trees down. They are on the power line, so information like that is helpful to give out to the public. It's nothing sensitive that needs hidden. It's plain out common sense information. Like, I don't get it. So I'm gonna say that was. I am pretty sure that was Gerlin over in Powell. So I don't know the exact location of where that damage was at because I wasn't really listening at the point. But I did hear that there was some trees. There was a tree down on a power line. So I am watching this storm coming at our station right now. Let me get a tower cam. Get the tower cam up. So I hear some rain hitting the window. Give me just a second to grab that up. All right, so we do have rain here. Some pretty good rain falling.
One morning, it looks like a telephone line or something goes through there too.
So some telephone lines down and yeah, please send me that information, Janice. I've got so much on my mind that I can't keep up with all of it. Like there's a guy with our amateur radio group, and he has been trying to reach out for months now, and I keep forgetting. Every time he tries to reach out to me, I always forget to call him. So my mind is 90 to nothing. So forgive me. I agree, Devin. I know, like I've said in the argument, 90% of our community and 90% of Northeast Alabama wants to know what is going on. And just because two or three people don't think that anybody has a right to hear what's going on, that's nonsense. Absolute nonsense. And if people come cuss me out again in Messenger, that's fine. But I'm standing on the truth. We have a right to know what's going on in our communities, and that's what I'm standing on with it. I mean, I ain't trying to make nobody mad, but I'm being honest. We have a right to know what's going on. That's the whole point of this. Like, why even do it? What's the point? If nobody knows what's going on, what's the point of doing any of this? It's just shut it down. All of it. Shut everything down. There's no point. It's absolutely in vain. Back to weather-related topics. Still watching some heavy showers as storms develop around the Manard area, Gilbert's Crossroads. Again, this is just strong stuff. It's not severe yet. All right, so this little storm here has a very unique look about it. So I'm really keeping an eye on that how that is doing. But the good news is I don't see really rotation with it. But I am carefully watching it. It's coming right at our station here. So I'm going to say some very high winds possible with this, some 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts possible. Let me see if there's been anything updated on it. We haven't got any reports on our network. Let me give an update really quick. There may need to be a warning put out on this, just saying. That hail there is really picked up. It's west of Manard and east of Gilbert's Crossroads. Station 58 watching what looks like to be some pretty good sized hail developing in between Gilbert's Crossroads and Manard. That's in DeKalb County. That's going to continue off to the west. Looks like it's going toward maybe Gilbert's Crossroads, Fairview, maybe Skirham, right here at my station. So just an FYI there. Some strong thunderstorm activity. Could be some 50-mile-an-hour winds and penny-sized hail. Radar is indicating a little bit larger than that, though. Station 58 will be standing by. I know, Devin. I get it. But honestly, this this new society thoughts, I guess I'll say, the new thoughts of society is to block everything out so the public doesn't know anything. That, in my opinion, that is what it seems like. Now, that may not be exactly the case. That's just my thoughts on it. That is just my opinion by what I'm seeing. But it doesn't mean that that's what everybody's wanting to do. You know, you'll have several people that's got their opinion on it, and you got a bunch of others that's got their opinion on it. And the fact is, a lot of people are fully opposed to that. So you'll have people every now and then that's not, though. But I don't understand the big deal myself. But, you know, I just want to be able to keep doing what I'm doing. That's what I want to do. As long as I can do it. And, you know, when the time comes, I have to shut this page down. I have to get off the internet. You know, so be it. That'll be then. But right now, not going to do that. So here's our camera view right now. And, you know, everything our group does is volunteer. You know, we're completely volunteer based. We don't get paid to do this. I'm not getting paid to sit here right now and do this. I'm not getting anything. I'm doing it because I care about the community, and that's the whole point. That's why people follow me, because they know I enjoy what I do, and I do it for the kindness of my heart, not because I'm getting paid. So really seeing a good little rain shaft right there, just to the left of the tree. If you can notice that white area right there. You got that big white area right there. It's coming right toward our station. That's some really heavy rain, possibly some wind, and even some hail is going to be in that. I'll get with you privately, Jennifer, and let you. And you know, there's some stuff that I can't talk about on the stream. But yeah, send me a message in private, Jennifer. I'll talk to you a little bit more about what's going on, what the argument was about with these people, anyway. Well, thanks, Courtney Worley, watching from North Carolina. I appreciate that. But yeah, right now it's just rain. I'm waiting on that cloud to the left, as you can see, where that is plumb white. That's some very heavy rain. I'm waiting on it to get here at the station. And when it does, I'll definitely go back, let you guys see what's going on. But right now, just some really heavy rain. Like, look at that big wall of rain right there. It's just huge. Just a very huge wall of rain. This storm's got some big hail showing up in it. Like, we're talking some really large, some hail possibly anywhere between penny, maybe nickel, quarter size around County Road 57. I don't know if we have anybody east of Fairview that's around County Road 296 or 57. There's some pretty big hail falling there. That could be at least quarter size hail. It's Station 58. I don't have official reports of this, so keep in mind this is just my observation. County Road 57 and County Road 296 east of Fairview, there's some pretty large hail showing up right there. I'm going to say that could possibly be anywhere between nickel and quarter size hail there. That's just based off of my observation. I don't have proof of that yet, but I just want to throw that out there. Station 58. Portland and Maine checking in. Thanks for your stream. No problem. Hey, you weather enthusiasts, feel free to jump in. I appreciate y'all. I don't care where you're at. If you're around the world, in Australia watching, I appreciate it. Flat Rock area is over in Jackson County, I believe. Well, I can tell you where it's going to hit. If you're in Geraldine, Skirham, you got some very heavy rain, maybe some wind. If you're in Gilbert's Crossroads, you probably got some hail. If you're in Fairview, you probably got some hail. If you're east of Fairview, in between Fairview and Manard, around County Road 57 or 296, you could have some large hail. Now, again, there's no warning on this. which I'm sure Huntsville's looking at it carefully, as they always are. So, you know, my radar may not be seeing the full story. That may be why there's no warning out. But if we could have some ground observations of civilians say, hey, yeah, we got quarter size hail up here, then I could give it to EMA and then there'll be a warning out very quick. Right now, I don't have that information on this just yet. I'm not sure if anybody's watching me from that area. That's around County Road 57 and 296 east of Fairview. I'm not sure if we have anybody yet. Thank you, Miss Janice. I appreciate you sending that. I tried to cross stream this to our group, but it would not have it for nothing. Let's look at our camera now. Let's see if that's got any closer. And well, here it is. It's actually right here. All right, I can hear that wind starting to pick up, and I can also see it on the camera. But I am glad we're getting the rain, and it looks like my camera just decided to freeze for a second. Let me see what's going on with that. Let me switch to our northwest side of our tower really quick. Okay, we got a warning. My camera went down, but we got a warning on this one. There it is. There we go. Somebody was listening.
Western Dekalb County in northeastern Alabama.
This is Station 58, all stations, severe thunderstorm warning going out. I'll have that over amateur radio here in a minute, but first let's get it over the group and over the online. Severe thunderstorm warnings. The storm's located near Geraldine, or 10 miles to the south of Rainsville, moving south at 5 miles per hour. So 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and some quarter-size hail possible. Locations impacted: Crossville, Geraldine, Lakeview, Painter, Arona, Kilpatrick, Rodentown, Whiten, Skirham, and Lathanville. Again, that's a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for southwest DeKalb County. Station 58 standing by for reports. This is KO4FUN. To all amateur radio operators, please be advised the National Weather Service has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southwestern DeKalb County in northeast Alabama. That's until 3:30 p.m. At 2:22 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located near Geraldine, or 10 miles south of Grainsville, moving south at 5 miles per hour. Hazard: 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Locations impacted: Crossville, Geraldine, Lakeview, Painter, Arona, Kilpatrick, Rodentown, Whiten, Skirham, and Lathanville. This is KO4FUN, standing by for any reports. Alright, so new warning out on this storm. That's the one I was just talking about. Give me just a second to try to get our network back up. Tower Cam network decided it would go down. I think the Tower Cam network may be what's crashing my stream, because I've got 2 different times that it's froze on me, and I'm having to load it back up. And I believe that it may be what's crashing my live stream. Very possible. Yeah, I want y'all to know the most amazing people that I've ever worked, that I have ever volunteered, and doing this through the weather with is Josh, Jackson County EMA, DeKalb County. Those are some of the most amazing people that I've dealt with, and they really genuinely care about the community. I mean, they really do. Obviously, by us being able to get in the group and give this information out, we're able to make things happen and get things going. So thanks to all them, because there really are amazing people here. You get every now and then you get a smart aleck or two, but overall there's a lot of good people in this county. They really care, and also in other counties, and they care. So I really appreciate them being able to make us communicate together and make it happen. So we really appreciate them, and the volunteers in our group, emergency communications group, appreciate all them, because we couldn't do this without them. And you guys as well, y'all are also a big part of this, because you're giving your reports to me and I'm passing them along. So we're all able to work together to better the county. That's what we need. So really appreciate all y'all as well taking the time to do that. So thank y'all very much, y'all. Your voice is being heard. I can guarantee you that. When you're on here with me, your voice is heard. And that's my little station letting me know it's raining, if that's not already obvious. Okay, what is this storm doing here? I mean, if this storm was tornado warned, I would say we got a classic supercell with a hook on it. But I'm not thinking that's the case. At least I'm hoping. Oh, okay. So we do have a little bit of broad rotation with this. Hang on just a second. Well, no, never mind. That's just a false echo on the scan. There is a little bit of weak rotation with that, but that's not enough to even worry with. But yeah, what is very neat about this cell is it actually looks like a supercell. So to the untrained eye, this looks like a supercell, and it's got a hook on it. I mean, that is a classic. Looks like a classic hook, like something you would be tracking for a tornadic cell. That's pretty amazing. I've never seen that outside of a supercell producing a tornado. That is very, very interesting. Look at
Station 58.
Station 58, go ahead.
I was just want to let you know that I'm going to step out the office for a little bit.
10-4, go ahead and do what you got to do. Just be safe out there.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Y'all take care. All right, so looking at some hell over Fairview, but yeah, I gotta say that is a very deceiving storm right there, because it looks like it's got a hook echo on it. It looks like a tornadic cell. If it had rotation, I would be jumping all over it right now, because of the way it looks. If I was to just open my phone up and I seen that, I would be freaking out on a normal day. So definitely going to watch it. It does have rotation with it, but it's weak, so it's deceiving. The way it looks like it's got a mezzo on it, and there's a big area rotation with it. There is weak rotation, but it's not enough to really do anything. Like it's really weak. But I'll watch it just to be sure it don't, make sure it doesn't try to do anything else. And I'm definitely going to keep an eye on it just because of the way it looks. It's crazy looking at the radar scan and looking at that. That's just crazy. I've never seen a storm look like a tornadic supercell, and it had no more rotation than that. That's absolutely crazy. Thanks, Calabeth. I appreciate that. Well, I try, and I took so much hate that day over my opinion that I absolutely just shut down completely. You know, I can take so much, but when I take that kind of heat from somebody that much, I shut down. I just shut down. Um, and that's just what happens to me. I shut down, and I'm not me anymore for a while. So it takes me a good while to get myself back in order again. And you know, it does. It looks just like a hook. Absolutely. We're going to have more pop up between now and Friday, to be honest. Between now and Friday. So this ain't over. We're going to have more. There's more on the way. But we are under a severe thunderstorm watch till 8 o'clock. So if you notice the pink on the radar, that's not normally pink. There is a severe thunderstorm watch for for our coverage area till 8 o'clock tonight. So there's more on the way. These might take that energy out a bit. That'd be good if we get a lot of rain and the sun don't come back out. But the sun comes back out, we're going to be in for more. But as many may not know, I'm autistic a bit. When people jump on me, I shut down. There's certain things that I can handle, but somebody jumping on me and cussing me out is something that I can't handle. I will crash, and when I crash, I just shut down from everything. So if y'all know a little bit about that, you know what I deal with on a daily basis on this page. And yeah, they say, what is that old saying? Does anybody know that old saying where if the sky is pink in the morning or in the evening, what that means? I forgot what it meant, but there's something like that it means. I forgot. Usually it means severe weather, I believe. I think that's like an old pirate's tale. This is Station 58. No damaging winds at this point at our station. No hail. All we've got some heavy rain. We've had some gusty winds, maybe like 10 miles per hour. That's as high as it's got at our station. Rainfall is heavy at this point, but no hail. Station 58 will be standing by for reports. And as I say no hail, I think I actually just heard some. What's going on in Eider? Let me back away a little bit here. Give me just a second. Get that radar switched out. Nothing in Eider at this point. Nothing at all over in Eider. Y'all are fine. Basically, the only storm we have left is this one right here. And this one is going toward kind of the Dawson area. Fairview, so you may have some hail with that. There is a warning in effect, and the reason you're seeing these warnings go up is not necessarily due to damaging winds, but it's due to the hail and the potential for damaging winds. These storms today, we're in a favored environment for microburst. So if you remember a while back, we was covering and we had a microburst. I believe it hit in between Eider and Henniger, somewhere there, and it took a lot of trees down, a lot of damage. It did damage from DeKalb County all the way into Jackson, and that was what we're going to be dealing with today if the storms produce it. So, Weather Service watching this quickly. They're acting very quickly on these storms today, which they normally act quickly on all the storms. They're always on top of it. But today, seeing these storms in a favorite environment for microburst, your head's more on a swivel today. So, you see these storms firing up and they start producing large hail. Well, storms can be warned for several different reasons. You can have a storm producing quarter-size hail and have a warning on it, and no damaging wind threat. Quarter-size hail is considered damaging, damaging. You can start getting damage with quarter-size hail, so a warning is issued for that. You can also just have damaging winds, and a warning, 60-mile-an-hour winds does damage, so warning will be issued for that. Anything 58 miles per hour up is severe category, and anything quarter-size hail up is severe category. Albertville and Marshall County, I don't believe these storms are going to make it to you just yet. Now, there may be more developed, but yeah. You know, I personally could be wrong, but I believe this is due to possibly some of that moisture coming in from the tropical system that may develop out to the east coast there. Now, I could be totally wrong on that, but I believe it's influencing our moisture a bit. I could be wrong. I'll have to look into that. My opinion. I could be wrong on all that, but that's what I think. It would explain the east to west movement would be due to that system out to the east, that tropical system, if it even develops.
Station 15 to Station 58.
Go ahead, 15.
Hey, just had a lady send me a video. Looks like a round vinegar around Family Dollar, around 210 time frame area. She said she sent it in to you. You may want to go check it out.
10-4. Let me back away from the stream and I'll check my chat real quick. Alright, everybody, so
Name on it was Caitlin Kahn. It's pretty interesting.
oh my gosh. 10-4 on that. Okay, what the heck? Alright guys, y'all have got to see this. I've got to get this to EMA. That is absolutely insane. I believe we had a bit of a funnel cloud there. If I say so myself. Let me send this to EMA. I got to get that sent into them right now. That was at 227. 227, okay. Alright.
Yeah, it definitely had a rope signature there.
Yeah, we've got a rope tornado. Not tornado, I'm sorry, let me correct myself. A rope funnel cloud. That's what we've got. I'm sending this into EMA right now. Thank you so much for letting me know that, man. I didn't even look, but I'm going right now to send this to EMA as fast as I can.
You're good. You can probably go back on radar and kind of line up to that, which I just received it, so I made sure she sent it in to you.
Yeah, 10-4. Trying to get my Facebook to work here. Okay. Josh, where did you go? I cannot believe this. This is absolutely crazy. Is there any way you could send that video into EMA? Because I'm having trouble having the stream open and getting this thing to send. It's wanting me to sign out. As soon as I sign out, it's gonna close everything. Hang on, I think I may have got it. I'll show you guys what I'm looking at, but that is definitely a funnel cloud. That is absolutely amazing. And it was definitely rotating, no doubt. That was at 210. Okay, sending this into EMA right now. Y'all bear with me. I'm trying my best to hurry up, but this thing's slower than Christmas today. But definitely a funnel cloud captured by Caitlin Kahn on that storm there, and it was rotating very clearly. At 2:10 p.m., funnel cloud on that. Come on, fall, for goodness sakes, hurry up. If this thing was on the ground, the whole nation would be took out by the time I got it sent.
Station 26 back in office.
Station 15, can you give me information on where that was at? Because I'm out of chat. I'm trying to send this to EMA. Can you tell me where that was at again?
Yeah, stand by.
10-4. All right, give me a second, everybody. I'm going to try my best to get this up. I'm going to try to post it on Facebook. Give me just a second. All right, so it's not wanting to let me post it up. Give me just a second, and I'll get it up. This storm here is weakening, so right now I need to figure out what.
Station 58.
Yeah, go ahead.
She advised she was standing in the parking lot at Family Dollar, which is going to be Broad Street and Bellevue.
10-4. I got that sent to EMA Direct, but he's not online. Okay, so this storm is weakened. So there was a funnel cloud with one of these storms. I'm trying to figure out which one it was. I would almost believe it will be this one right here, but by the location. Give me just a second. Okay, wait. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, hang on just a second. I gotta look at something. Yes, I did. Where was you at exactly? That's a funnel cloud. Where was you at exactly? I know you was at, according to one of our spotters that just sent me that, it was a funnel cloud taken at the parking lot at Family Dollar, Broad Street in Bellevue. Like, what area would that be in? I'm not familiar with it. So I'm trying to actually figure out what storm that was on. Was it this one? It looks like it's tried to produce a tornado. That's what I'm wondering. Because this one looks like it actually tried to do that. County Dollar parking lot. That Crossville, Rainsville, and Henniger. Okay, Henniger. Thank you. It kind of looks like a cold air funnel to me, but that warning being canceled, so everybody, I'm going to go ahead and wrap the stream up and get this information posted. Y'all make sure that you check out my page because I'll have that video shortly. But this warning is canceled and this storm is pretty much just rain now. So going to be looking at the radar. Let's go ahead and wrap our stream up with our sponsors. RKG Automotive Group, if you're looking for your new dream car, go check them out on Facebook. And you can give them a call at 256-323-7323. Also, our secondary sponsor would be Sammy Brook Photography. Make sure you check her out on Facebook if you need family portraits taken. Weddings, all kinds of stuff like that. Go check her out, Sammy Brook Photography on Facebook. So we're going to get out of here, get this information put up. I'm very excited to figure out what was missed there. That is very interesting. So Caitlin and Colin, thanks for sending that in. You're probably going to have some meteorologists jumping all over that, so I'll get with you here shortly. Take care, everybody. And, of course, we'll go live very shortly once hopefully we don't have any more severe weather. EMA is just now getting back with me. Take care, everybody. I'm going to get out of here.